Hi, you're watching Hexes TV and we're down here at the EA Winter Games Showcase in Bloomsbury, London. With me is Alex Hutchinson, who is the creative director for Army of Two 40th Day.
Exactly,
right?
yes.
Cool, so how you doing? You alright?
I'm having a great day. It's always fun to show the game, especially when, you're near the end of it and it's just bugs and polish. So we're feature complete, we're just, polishing it up ready for release.
Okay, so when is the release?
It's Jan 8th in Europe, so you guys will be happy to know. Unlike 99% of other games, you guys get it first. And then it's a week later in the States.
So the North Americans are going to be moaning like bitches about this, aren't they?
Oh, I get emails every day.
What, hate mail?
Hate mail, hate mail. No, hopefully it's passionate mail. They want the game. They want the game.
Because you just realise this is going to go out on TV now?
Yeah, I know. No, everyone. We love everyone.
Yeah, we love everybody, except Americans.
Well, I'm Australian, so I love everybody.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, you're an ex-prisoner then. Right, okay. So, just bring everybody up to speed. Army of Two. Yeah, this is the sequel. Mm-hmm. So Army of Two, basically, quick overview of that one, just in case anybody doesn't know.
So Army of Two was kind of, semi-revolutionary in the sense that it was one of the first games to do purely co-op in the, in the new generation. So it was co-op from the ground up. You couldn't play it outside of co-op. So you're either playing split screen with a buddy, or over a network with a buddy, or even if you went solo, you were still playing with a partner AI. So it was focused on co-op. There were unique co-op moves, and it was a big success in the sense it sold over 2.5 million copies worldwide. So it did really, really well. But there was a lot of areas we felt we could really improve, and bring it up another notch. So
basically things like just let him take all the bullets whilst I do the job, and then he dies, and that doesn't really matter too much.
Exactly. Well, I mean, the difference between Army of Two and a lot of other games that have a co-op element to it is they're usually just another gun. Like the guy next to you with a gun. That's all you can do. We want to build in mechanics that I can perform that are unique, that give strategies to my partner. So we really want you to play in a different way, right the way down to the story, which we're not doing a save the world story. We're doing a save yourselves story. So something goes horribly wrong in Shanghai on a routine mission, and you need to get the hell out. So that's the story.
Things always go wrong in Shanghai.
Yeah, it goes worse and worse and worse. And we have these moments basically where you have to choose cooperatively between, do you do a bad thing or a worse thing, basically. So we're trying to get away from the black and white and do black and grey.
Okay, so you're really delving into the psyche of the game player here.
Well, we're trying to screw with people a little bit. That's always fun. Like we like the idea that people are going to argue on the couch. So, a lot of games, you speak tactically with your buddy. So, do you flank while I snipe? Do we both use shotguns? What are we going to do? Yeah. We wanted people to say, who are we in the game? So are you guys who bother saving the hostages, or it takes time and it's difficult, or you just shoot them in the face yourself,
Yeah, so, kill the baby, no, shoot the dog. Kill the baby, no, shoot the dog, yeah?
Exactly. Well, and a lot of games do these moments which are, do you save 1 million babies or burn 1,000 puppies, and they it's very black and white, and we have a lot of moments where, hopefully people will have to actually talk about it, because it's not very clear what the right answer is.
Are you not worried about any sort of lashback from the community of like, hang on a second, these guys are giving me these rather sick moral choices to make?
I hope so. That would be great. There's, I think the time for games playing it safe is done. It's time for people to really push it. There's lots of games that have come out recently with announcements that are unusual. Dante's Inferno over there, it's got some unusual elements in it. Even the new COD has got stuff in there that people are having a bit of a hard time grappling with. And I think
he's a bit of a COD fan, this guy here.
Yeah, well, it's a great game, but I think if we want to develop as a business and and push it creatively and really become a potent art form that I think we can be, then you need to upset people occasionally.
Okay, so basically everything goes wrong in Shanghai and it just gets worse and worse from there. But what I've got to ask, what's one of your favourite moments within the game, without revealing too much?
Yeah, I can't say the actual one because it's story related. I don't want to ruin it for people. But I think just the fact that the game is presenting us with these moments where we need to actually debate outside the game is my favorite thing. If we can push it to the couch and have kids on the couch in fist fights, then I'd be super happy. Okay,
what rating is the game going to be? Has it been rated yet?
Yeah, it's going to be M. Well, in PEGI, I'm not sure, but it's M15 plus in the States, so mature.
Okay, so it hasn't been banned in Australia yet, then?
I'm in my homeland. I know. I'm pretty sure it will be banned. We're going to do our best to avoid it. But if they're banning Left 4 Dead 2, then I hold faint hope for us. I've
got to ask, what's going on there? They just seem to be. I wouldn't have thought the Australians were so conservative.
Well, it's kind of pathetic, really. In the sense that it's something that's on the books, but is not imposed. So basically, there's no rating for past 15. So the problem is not that they think the game, shouldn't be released. It's they can't give it an M15 plus rating because it doesn't exist. And it is very backward and very poor form. And I think there's enough pressure building. And luckily now a big title like Left 4 Dead is having some issues. And hopefully that's going to get people's ire up enough to change it, because I think it's time it's done.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, surely with Left 4 Dead though, they could just get around it by just downloading the game.
Well, I know, and that's the other thing, is it's completely ridiculous anyway. You know, it's like censoring the internet. It doesn't work, actually. You know, you can do whatever you want, and you can play pretend, but someone can get it somewhere else, so...
We kind of strayed off of the whole point of Army 240 day there, but it was good commentary as well. Okay, so anyone playing the game, easy to drop into, because I mean Army of 2 was a little bit tricky in places. I mean the learning curve wasn't massive, but there was a few places where you're just like, oh, hang on a second, which button? Has those issues been resolved?
I hope so. I think, you know, we simplified all the controls, so nothing's more than one button away. We went with this idea of organic co-op, so basically what it means is you can perform most moves at any time, you know, with your partner. So again, we sort of hopefully are strategizing together. There's less sort of set-piece co-op and more co-op anywhere. Okay. I think people can get there and play. And it's just a much bigger game, so there's 4 multiplayer modes instead of 1 this time. You know, much longer campaign, many more things you can do, much more strategy. So fingers crossed people like it. Okay,
and you mentioned tweaks and bugs right at the beginning. So when are we looking at release for this?
Jan 8th in Europe.
Jan 8th in Europe. There we go. And we get it before the North Americans. And check back soon on HSTV for more from the EA Games Winter event. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.